I'm not here to pastor people. What I'm not going to do is give you a set of rules. That's not spirituality. And then tell you have to follow all the things I say. You will study to show thyself approved. So you need to go find these things out for yourself, because what we're not going to do is just turn me into another type of a pastor that I'm giving you stuff like we used to do in church and you don't go read for yourself. I need you to know for yourself. Hey, Ramses, how you been, brother? So I just need y'all to know for yourself. No, I did not receive nothing. I will be going to the post office to check my P.O. box tomorrow if somebody sent something. Um, but you guys, I want everybody to have a heads up. I will be doing a webinar for, it is like it'll be the middle of May. The date will be up there. It'll be later on tonight, and I will post something for it. The website is the real Mecheex.com. I want you guys to know that my PO box, for anybody who wants to send me something, because you guys email me about that. Also for the website, all of that stuff is in the description box of all of these videos, right? I don't know what that means, Fred, but whatever. So anyway, just like with the Black Agenda, you guys, I like to give something back at this time. Of course, there are things that people pay for, but everything ain't got to be paid for. And I like to give something back to the community. So, what I am going to do, and it will be up this evening, but I will also post all of the details tomorrow morning in the community section on all of my sites. Shout out to you, Lance, Lonsdale Trim. I hope that I said that right. Oh, from Athens, Greece. That's what's up. We got people in here watching from everywhere. That's love. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. And shout out to you, Donald. You said he says it's 30 risen Savior stories before the letter J. All right, then. That's what I need y'all to do. Go look it up so y'all can bring some of that knowledge to the group as well. Because I don't just be in there talking. Y'all got to talk back to me too. So I'm going to ask y'all what y'all find when we get into this group on Saturday, and when you guys went and looked it up. But what I'm going to be doing, you guys, and I will put the information I will put the information. I hear you, Fred. That's never gonna happen. Ain't nobody turn me into nothing. Mechee is what Mechee is, but I hear you. So what I want you guys to know is that I will be doing a 3-day webinar. It is free 99. It will be, you will be able to register for it. The number of seats is unlimited. So tell your mama, your daddy, your grandma, everybody to come along. And we will be having a 3-day series where I'm going to talk about turning your pain into power. So the first day we are going to talk about surviving the moment, you guys. Um, Nothing that kills you makes you strong. So I mean, there's a whole lot to be said in that title right here. You don't know what that means, but I guess you should join and find out. The second night we will be moving into talking about unpacking all of the luggage that life gives you. If any of you guys, for those of you that did get the CD, there is a poem on there called Unpack, a spoken word piece called Unpack. But we're going to talk about just that, right? How it is that you unpack so that you can learn to love thyself, because that is the next step of turning your pain into power. And then the last night, we will be talking about stepping into your power, right? And so I want y'all to know, as I always say, all knowledge not used is useless knowledge. So there's going to be a whole lot that you can take from this to help you in your life, period. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, whatever it is you're going through, this is some valuable information for everybody. Um, so you can sign up for it. It is free, and come on and be a part of this. I will be recording the webinar, so if you are not able to attend, it will be up on the site after that. But I will tell you before anybody starts getting into, oh, you charging for everything, because I need to live a life too. The webinar is free, but if you miss it for the free live interaction of it, it will be up on the site after that, and it will be a price. And you can purchase the series if you would like to do so. So if you want to get into the free one, just come on right along with everybody else and sign up for it while it's there. Um, It'll be on the website. I have to go and update it after I get off of here. I will do that. I have been in front of this computer for hours and hours on end today. Like I said, we just got out of our 2-hour support group that we have. If you guys have missed that, please go and sign up for it, because somewhere down the road, what we are going to do is find who our core group is, and then we won't allow anybody else into the group, because we will have solidified ourselves as a group, right? And then I will start another one for other people. But if you want to be a part of that solidified group that we're going to close off pretty soon, once we have a solid group of who's going to be there and who's not, then you might want to go ahead and get in now. And because other besides that down the road, it will be a closed group at that point. Shout out to you, Lisa. Thank you for that. Um, So you guys make sure y'all go over there. That is what I would like to also get back. Also, I want to give you guys the heads up about something else that I will be doing, which is my giving back. Now you can go onto my site, and plenty of people have. Um, right, I do be missing the action. I do. Yeah, I got to be having to go get my peace of mind sometimes. Right? I'm telling you, I don't be, all excited to get in front of this camera every day. So people will be like, oh, you just want to, get views and have people looking at you. No, actually, I don't. So shout out to you, Regina. Absolutely, Regina. Can you email me at the real Mechee at Gmail? If you could please do that, I would love to coordinate with you. Right? I would love for you to do that. Yes. So we need all of those things. So please, we all have stuff to offer in our community, and so I would love to collaborate with you. Please email me, and I will give you a call so that we can talk and set all of this up. But I would definitely be interested in that. Yes. Um, One thing else I am going to give back. If you go onto the website, plenty of people have already done it. There is a consultation with me, and it is a paid price. It is a very cheap price because it used to be 3 times that amount. And then I was like, people ain't got money, so let me be fair, and I brought it down. So understand. All right, Regina, I will be looking for your email. So know this that that there is that you can go over there and do. But I will be giving two. I will be giving a week, 2 a week, 1 hour, free one-on-ones with me, and it's first come, first serve. So what I'm telling you is that after tonight, you will be able to go on my website. There will be free blocks of time that you can say, I would like to meet with you one-on-one, Nietzsche. You can talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about. The one thing you cannot talk to me about is business. There are people who do talk to me about business consultations, and we do everything from we can talk about how you go and you simply you got your business idea, you know what you're gonna do, you got your money to the side, and you don't know what to do from there. So we can walk you through the steps of how you get all of your stuff set up, legitimate, where you need to go, how you need to get logos. We go through all of that good stuff that you may not know that you need to do. But there are also people who have hit me up and said, look, I want to start a business, but I'm not really sure what to do. I'm great at this. I'm great at that. I don't know how to package it. So sometimes we figure out what is your thing, but it is personal. It is one-on-one to you. This would be my thing. If you are not ready to pay a very small fee to have somebody walk you through stuff that you don't know, then you're not ready to start a business. Okay? Because you're gonna have to spend $50 to go over and get your EIN number to register the business. You're gonna have to spend money to open up your bank account. You're gonna have to spend money for your products or whatever the fuck you need to do, or your website. So what you don't get to do is tell me I want a free consultation to start a business because you ain't got no money and you're not ready to start a business. Okay? So understand these free slots are for people who want to talk to me because I want to talk to y'all too. In the beginning, you could email me. Shout out to you, Taj Marie. Thank you for that. I don't know. There's a petition for that. Can you email me that and send it to me? I don't know nothing about it. But I definitely don't have no problem posting that on all of my platforms or whatever. Please, can you email it to me? I'm not sure. I have not seen that. But y'all know when I go missing, maybe y'all don't know when I go missing and y'all don't see me, I don't be on social media at all. I ain't posting a damn thing on Instagram, Facebook, or nothing. When I go missing, I go missing. I turn off everything. I don't get no fuck about the social media. So no, I have not heard of it. Okay. Okay. So please send it to me. But in the beginning, you guys, before I got real busy, you could email me and I would hit you up and just say, hey, how you doing? And some of y'all want to talk to me. Some of y'all really want to talk about your situations. Some of y'all just want to say, hey, Mechee, you've inspired me and I want you to know that. And I want to talk to y'all. But my life has become very busy. And if I don't set it aside on the calendar and it's a certain amount of time, I don't get to it. But I would love to speak with y'all again as I used to and connect with the same people who are watching me. I think that that is a great thing. So I want you to know it's first come first serve. So there will be two slots every single week that I will do this from now until we probably start touring again because at that point I get really busy and I just don't have the time. And there are some people who may not want to be in our support group because some people don't want to talk in front of a group of a bunch of people and share the things they're going through. So maybe you want to talk to me one on one. So we can talk about whatever the hell you want. And it is a video call. So we get to see each other, and I will set it all up, and so you guys will be able to sign up for that. Now, I'm sure they're going to fill up pretty fast. So if you really want to talk to me about something, there is a consultation that you can get in, and there are free openings all week long. So that will be up to you whether you want to wait to speak with me or whether you would like to purchase to speak with me, which gives you more opportunities. So I will have free slots for that. Like I said, the Turning Your Pain into Power webinar will also be free to everybody. They can sign up for that as well. So there's plenty of stuff that I give back at the same time while there are things like my CD that I have invested in, and so it is a price for it. But there's plenty of stuff that I will be giving back. So you guys can go over there and check that out. After I get off here, I will be updating everything, and you can sign up for all of those things that are on the site. So I want to thank everybody that has still continued to show support to me. All of the CDs y'all keep buying and everything like that. The merchandise that you guys have gone over and got, y'all just continue to show love. I appreciate it and I thank you for that. So in that, I also would like to give something else back. So anybody who has not gotten my CD, you can choose a download or you can choose for me to send you a CD in the mail. But if you would like one, email me. In the first 10 emails I get, I will send you out a CD. I will also be signing it and sending it to you. And it's just a show of support and gratitude. I want to give back to y'all for all of the support that you guys have given me. You bought 50 CDs. Boy, you don't stop lying. I did not get that notification. You bought 50 CDs. Don't play with me. Shout out to you, Donna. Thank you for that. He said he read about 30 or more risen Savior stories 35 years ago, and Christians I knew lost was left to their mind. It's a lot of them. Y'all go out there, read them, and go find them out. But anyway, you guys, like I said, for anybody who would like a CD, I know there are those of y'all out there that can't afford it. I can either send you the link so you can download it right away, or either I can send you an actual CD. If I send you the CD, I just need your address. So y'all go ahead and just email me, and I'm just going to go into the emails and pick the people to send it to, right? You said you still didn't get your CD. Well, when did you order your CD? Because they all been shipped out. So if it was something you ordered in the last week, they all got shipped out today. So all the orders from the end of last week up until today, yesterday, they got shipped out today. So if yours was in that bunch and it wasn't that long ago that you ordered it, also through the post office, let me tell you, stuff that was taking 2 days is actually taking longer. So if it's been longer than that, then I suggest that you email me with the name that you ordered it underneath, that it was sent to, and I can send you your tracking number so that you can find it, and you can track where it's at, right? The email again, you guys, is the real MecheeX at Gmail. So yeah, Money TV or Money TV, however you say that. Yeah, just if it's out of that time range, if you ordered it last week, like Thursday or Friday or Saturday or earlier this week, those went out today. I shipped out everything today. If it was longer than that you ordered it, please email me and I will send you the tracking number so that you can see where it's at. So with that said, yeah, y'all email me and I'm just gonna go through that email and I'm gonna send off some emails. So, okay, well, send me the information. You said it was a long time ago. Send me the information. If you ordered it through the site, then that definitely should have been no problem. Now, if you sent me $20 in Cash App after I told everybody to go order it on the site, and then you email me your address, if that's the way you got it, then that might be a little, a little here and there. After I told people to go on the site, I might have missed the address you sent me. Shout out to you, Ahmed. Thank you for that. But if you ordered it on the site, if you ordered it on the site, then it should have went there. So just email me. We'll figure it out. And if we can't figure it out, guess what? I'll just get your address and I'll send you another one. We will make it right. I don't have no problem with that. So, with that said, you guys look forward to all of those things on the site after tonight. You guys can go. Y'all give me about an hour after I get off here, and I will have everything up there. You guys can go sign up for everything. Like I said, you can send those emails, and I'm just going to randomly pick some folks out of there and send y'all some CDs and send y'all the link. So tell me which one you want, and if you want a CD, make sure you put your address where you want it to be mailed to. So with that said, I think that's all of my announcements. I can't do nothing else. I guess all of my announcements, y'all. Hey, Alex, how you doing, sis? Um, so anyway, you guys, I want to get into this conversation quickly. I do not want to be here all night. We're 20 minutes in. I'm going to try and get out of here to get in, to go and do some other stuff, get this stuff up on the site. I don't want to be here really longer than an hour. If that's possible, we're going to see. I'm going to try and break a record in this month. I don't know the last time I got off in an hour. We'll see. Michelle Crawford. If you go in there, you can go check it out. It depends. If you want to order the CD, it's a little bit more because you pay for the shipping and the handling versus if you get the download. So it just depends on which one you do. But you can go over to which say, yeah, right. Psst, leave me alone. I got this. 60 minutes. I'm out of this joy. I promise. Like I take that promise back. That might be mine. Okay, it might be 65 minutes. Y'all leave me alone. Okay, so you guys, I just want to get into this conversation. I'm gonna try not to use the word quickly because I'd be lying, but I want to have this conversation, you guys. Um, I get a lot of people, that have a problem with me when I call out disingenuous. Let's try and use nicer words today. Oh, wait a minute, that reminds me. I do got something else I do want to say. I want to tell all of my moderators that Mechee is growing right before your guys' eyes. And I'm not talking about the number of subscribers that I have. I'm just talking about the leveling up that I'm doing in my life and where I'm headed. So what I would like to say to you guys is it's not that I won't cuss a troll out here nor there or say something to people, but I'm done doing it. Okay, everybody. So I'm not saying that I'm not gonna relapse and cuss a motherfucker out real quick. You come in my chat, say something dumb, but I'm done dealing with those things. I really am. I don't want to pay any attention to that anymore. There's a whole lot that we need to do. There's a whole lot of places that we need to go. And some of y'all, I'm sure y'all get tired of the distractions. I get tired of the motherfucking distractions too as well. So I'm not gonna be giving that all of my energy anymore, right? You guys, there are plenty of people who support me. There are plenty of people who are here to hear what I have to say. And those that are here for bullshit, um, I don't feel that it's right to give them my energy anymore. There are much better things that I could be doing. Things are going to a greater height. Y'all, I've been working on a lot of stuff. Shout out to y'all. Um, for all of the support that y'all have given me. And look out for all the things that are coming. You know, we do have an EP that's coming. It's a new moon. That's what's up, right? This is time to start some new stuff. You better put some shit on. Yeah, I done manifest some things, y'all. But I also have a book series that will be coming up. I will be talking about it's the My Life book series. So there will be several chapters. They won't be in chronological order. And I will be talking about all of the different things that are relevant issues that have happened to me in my life that can be learning lessons. So I'm working on that right now. We do have the EP that will be coming up in the summer. I'm waiting for coronavirus to get the fuck on so that I can, do these videos. I will also be releasing in the next couple of days, you guys, some of the singles off the album so that you guys can enjoy that. You will be able to get it out of the community section. You can download it. You can share it with whoever the hell you want. And I will be releasing several songs, which will actually be the first videos that we will be making that will be out there, but we can't really get out there and make that happen until, this is over and we can have large groups of people come together. My people in Chicago, look out for that because the first video that we will be doing will be the Black Agenda for those of you that heard the song on the album that got the album. But if you didn't, don't worry about it because tomorrow morning you will be able to go in the community section and click on the link and you will have the Black Agenda song too if you have not heard it. And that will be in Chicago. A lot of the videos will be in Chicago because that's where my connects are to make these things. And there will be a time, yes, we will be calling on y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to come on out so y'all can be in the video, right? So we gotta wait till all of this passes. There's a whole lot that I am working on. And in saying that, I am no longer giving away my energy towards bullshit that does not matter. So when trolls come in the chat, get rid of them, block them so that they don't come back. There are a lot of you that are trolls that are just not in the chat, but there are those that like to come afterwards and leave dumbass comments in my community section. And I have let it ride for far too long. There are people that say dumb shit because even though I don't respond to everything in the chat, that are in the chat or that are in the comment section. Oftentimes I do read the comments a lot. As they come up on my phone. And there are some of you that I've clicked on your name. If you don't know, you can do this in the comment section. And it shows all the times that you have commented on my page. And some of y'all have 20 comments, 30 comments, and every last one of them is some negative ass shit. You've never had anything to come over here and say good. You just come and say dumb stuff because you're miserable as fuck in your life. And so you just want your misery to rain down on other people. So I just want you to know I'm not doing that anymore. So for my moderators, feel free to get motherfuckers out of this chat. When they get to talking shit, they gotta go. Block them, right? Now, don't be so trigger happy that you're blocking people just because they disagree with me. I'm still okay with people disagreeing with me. I'm okay with people not always agreeing with what I'm talking about at the topic and the time of day. They can come and get their difference of opinion and say, I don't agree with that. That's fine. But when they trolling, And they in here talking all of this shit and they're just being distracting and they're saying shit that does not matter. If you don't like my commentary, fine, leave. Since they don't understand that concept, because I've been saying it for over a year now, help them leave. Show these motherfuckers to the door, right? Um, Somebody said until that skinny dude show up. No, when skinny show up, y'all can block his ass too. I've said all that I have to say, and I'm not responding to any more of anybody else's dumbass videos. You know how many videos are out there about me I don't respond to? I won't be responding to any of them. Okay, but also in the comment section, you come in the comment section after the fact. So for those of you that are my moderators, if you're reading the comment sections in these videos after the video's over and you see some of these dumbass trolls, block their ass and delete their comments. We don't want that negative shit around here no more. We're not doing that anymore. Okay, so you go somewhere else and you troll somebody else. We trying to get somewhere, we got somewhere to be. We're trying to heal from all of the hurt that we have as Black people. We are trying to find a way to turn our pain into power. We are out here trying to find a way to come together. That's a realistic definition of unifying. We are looking for real solutions to the issues that we have. And we don't no longer have any time for you crab in a barrel ass niggas because y'all exist too. So you gonna take that bullshit over there. Mechee is no longer allowing that on her platform. So yes, I'm grown before you guys, and I hope that you will allow me to grow in that manner. And I'm not telling you I won't still cut somebody out on certain nights, like there might be a Friday, and on a Friday we might let it ride because you know sometimes it's fun to cut you dumbasses out. But for the most part, we're not doing that. I won't be stopping to talk to any of these motherfuckers anymore. So feel free to get rid of them. I know that y'all let them stay because of me, but I'm done doing that. I got somewhere to go, and I'm tired of you little stumbling blocks getting in the motherfuckers' way. Okay, so with that said, go ahead and get rid of them. Y'all do y'all thing. Follow my moderators. So with that said, you guys, y'all do me a favor. You like this video, please subscribe, share this video, hit that notification bell if you guys have not already done so. But I want to talk a little bit about disingenuous leaders, right? Fake leaders, scammers, whatever you want to call them when it comes to the Black community. Um, this is something that I have found myself in quite a few debates over, battles over publicly behind closed doors, because I will call you out if I think that you're doing something wrong for the Black community. I get a lot of people who say, well, it's hating or it's this and it's that. And then I get Black folks who say to me, well, why do you care about these things? Why does it make you so mad? Why are you so bothered? And I want to talk about this from a perspective of a conversation. That I have had a couple of days ago with, somebody close to me, and they were just having this conversation with me, and it kind of came out. But I want to talk about the detriment of them and the reason why I can't seem to let those things go, why they seem to bother me, and why they should bother you. Okay. It's not just a matter of, well, if you don't like somebody, just don't say nothing to them, or just don't care what they're doing, or why you in somebody's bag. Let's take it a little bit deeper than that, y'all. We are a very wounded people. We're very wounded in a lot of ways. We are very conditioned in a lot of ways. And I want you to understand that when Black people come along and they are very disingenuous in their leadership, this is, first of all, the first problem. We are looking for people to lead us somewhere when the first leader in your life should be you. Get the fuck up and lead yourself somewhere. I've said this many times before that a leaderless movement is one that will last. Well, how do you get to a leaderless movement? Because the truth is that you do need somebody to give direction and guidance sometimes in things that we don't know. But as I told y'all last week on one of the videos, last time I was here, um, no, the album is not on Pandora, any of the platforms. It's coming though. It's coming for those of y'all that want to wait. But I will say again that anybody that is able to go over and purchase the CD or download the album from my site, I appreciate it because it's my work and all of these other sites that are really white people sites, and y'all pay them a monthly fee, and they do want my album on it so that they can get them spins from you. They don't give us a fucking thing, right? And so, being that it's my art and it's my work, I appreciate anybody who supports me and gets it directly from me. But with that said, give us a little bit longer and it will be on all streaming platforms for you to go and listen to it as well. But that will be a matter of just expanding my audience. Yes, it'll be on Spotify. It'll be in the jail for everybody to, they can buy music in jail on JPay. It'll be on JPay. It'll be everywhere. It'll be on every goddamn streaming platform. But before I let the white man, because it is the white man, get paid off of my artistry, I understand that we needed to reach a bigger audience. They don't get to do that before I, as the artist, get to benefit off my own project that I put my money my time, my pain, my hard work, because it ain't some bullshit. I mean, my album is definitely something that's not like what's out here now, right? It's not what you gonna hear. It's not that regular rap. It's not the typical thing that you want to hear. Trust me, you gonna go through a whole lot of emotions. I'm telling my story as I tell your story, which is our story. I promise you, you can let your children listen to this album. You gonna learn something from it. It's the kind of music that will inspire you, will evoke emotions in you. You gonna learn something from listening to it, but it's not bad. It's still dope. So you're gonna be entertained at the same damn time, right? So anyway, we'll let the white man have his piece because you can't do shit in this country without it. But he don't get his before I get mine. So it'll be on streaming platforms very soon, y'all. And y'all will be able to go listen to it over there. But no, the white man gotta wait. So shout out to you, Super Koku Jen. Thank you for that. Thank you. Shout out to you, Veronica. Thank you for that. Um, but I need us to understand that as far as the leaderless movement, you guys, this is one thing that we need to look for when we're talking about really caring about our people. And I said this last week when I was live in one of those lives. Y'all was here. I don't remember which one, but you need to see leaders that are actually creating more leaders, right? And see when you know you didn't miss a lot. I gave some announcements, but we just get into the conversation. So understand that when thank you very much, OMG. Thank you for that. He's doing well. I spoke with him and he's doing well. He's still all right in the midst of all of this. So hey, as of today, my son is good. Thank you for keeping him in your your heart and your mind. Thank you for that. But understand that we should be building more leaders. A true leader builds more leaders. Because if not, then that means you're so concerned about the limelight, right? You don't want anybody to take your space because you're not there to really care about the people. You're there to get the recognition, the notoriety, and to be seen. Somebody said you get Pac and Nina Simone. You did, yeah, you kind of will. Look, you go get that one. You gonna get the same vibe. We actually paid tribute to Nina Simone. But understand this: if they're not trying to build more leaders, then what are they doing? Because we all have a time of demise. We all gonna leave here, especially if you call yourself being a leader in the black movement. You're gonna leave here by taking your ass to jail for 35,000 years for being a black extremist. So you're going to die because of what you're doing, or you just going to get old and die. Or something else going to happen, but we all die. What happens when you die? I think it's very selfish for a so-called leader in the black community to only concern themselves with themselves. You don't have any apprentices. You don't have anybody underneath you. You don't have anybody that you're bringing up. You're not training anybody to show them the way to go. That way, if they do something to you, guess what? You know how many more you have to create, meaning leaders. How many people you've taught? How many people you've taught? Shout out to Q in the chat. Shout out to you, Focus Hard. Thank you for that. How many people have you created to be more leaders? How many people have you taught your secrets? Have you taught the ways of how they should do things to get around these obstacles? How many people have you taught and said, look, these are my failures. Learn from them so you will be better than I was. Shout out to you, Patrice. Thank you for that. I can't wait till this is over. We're going to bring the black agenda everywhere. I'll be glad when we can get back on the road again. Right? But teach them. What are you doing if you don't? Do you think that Louis Farrakhan, and I use him as an example because it's a great example. It's a great example, right? If Louis Farrakhan died today, when Elijah Muhammad died, did the nation fall apart? No. Why? Because everybody is put in position to do a certain thing, and there's already somebody preordained to take the spot when that person is gone. Not an if, but a when. So use that as an example. So the thing is in our movement for us to get free, first and foremost, we can't have leaders out here who don't want to share the spotlight. It's not even a spotlight. If that's how you look at that shit, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. You're not in it for the right reasons. If you can't share those positions, you should be glad to bring forward other people that will continue to move in the direction that you are helping a movement go. Because if not, it dies. Real movements belong to the people. Which means that the people need to be the arms, the legs, the eyes, the feet, and everything for it. How the fuck are you everything in the body of a movement? It don't work that way. Sometimes all we got to do is just take your body out and boom, the movement is gone. So a person who is truly thinking about the movement of the Black people knows that they cannot do this alone. They should know by now, by looking at all of our leaders from before, if you're a true leader and you truly care about getting the Black community somewhere, you should be looking at the past and you should realize that all of those people should have had somebody to take their position, and there should have been somebody else to take that position and that position. Not one man, not two men, but plenty men. And I mean men and women when I say men. If we understand and we're genuine about it. So first of all of this, everything and all the knowledge you have, for you to be selling it to everybody, every piece of knowledge ain't to be sold, goddammit. Some things are just to be given to your people. If you care about the people, a true leader leads by example. You put yourself to the back. A parent is a leader, yes? How many times do you cook dinner in your house if you're a real parent and you're a real leader of your household and you realize the rations is getting kind of little? How many of you know what it's like to say, oh, I need to feed all the kids in this house and I'll find something else? And you don't get to make you a plate because it ain't enough. We had a party in here last night for a baby. You know, a grandbaby had a birthday party and we was getting it in and cake and shit got getting a little. And you know what? The adults, we sat back and we made sure that all the kids and everybody else had cake and all of them had shrimp and pasta because it got low for us. And when it was all said and done, it was a piece of garlic bread. And I enjoyed that garlic bread. And even though it had no pasta, you have to learn as a leader to sacrifice. That is the first fucking thing that a leader does. You sacrifice. You don't go run and take everything for yourself. What kind of fucking leader is that? So understand that it is about raising people up in the way that you would want them to go into the movement, the same way that you would do your children. I want all my children to be productive adults, to take everything that I have taught them, that I have shown them in life, to be able to run with it, but also to be able to bring more to the table than me because they are steady learning as they're going. And it doesn't mean that I can't learn anything from them. But when you're not communing back and forth with people that you are putting in position to be leaders as well, guess what? There's nobody to commune back and forth with. Sometimes maybe my idea ain't the greatest. Sometimes I don't see every aspect, every hole in my plan, every crack where something can creep in. But the more eyes and the more minds that you have, guess what? Then you begin to fill all of those potholes that may have got you in trouble because what you don't see, somebody else will see. Real leaders in the Black community have teams of people that they talk to. They bounce their ideas off. They say, well, what do you think? What can you bring to the table? It's not about just oneself. And so, first of all, these are the things that we should be mindful for because there are a lot of people in our community that are leaders, but understand they are only leaders because y'all crown them a leader. You called them a leader before they ever called themselves a leader. The community did. Everybody is not a leader. Just because somebody has information that you don't have, knowledge that you don't have, especially when it's knowledge that's out there, if you just go look it up, they should not automatically become your leader. People should have to bring something of substance to the table. And I think that's because we have been so starved from the things that we truly need or having an understanding of where we need to go that because of our conditioning, we draw towards anything that is the semblance of leadership and power. And we don't even know what real leadership and power looks like. It just looks like somebody that knows more than us. And so you can lead me into your understanding. So now you're a leader. Same thing that we do in church, y'all. With the pastors. You will sit up there and you will listen to a pastor all day long and you would never check their facts by simply reading the Bible. You just quote the same scriptures they quote all the time and they tell you to do so. You don't check for yourself and you leave all of your salvation on a man. I want you to think about that. That man is a man just like you're a man. So first and foremost, you should be becoming your own leader. You can't do nothing for nobody if when you look in the morning in the mirror every morning, you're not the leader of yourself. Please lead yourself. Please lead your household. Please join the webinar that I'm going to put up that talks about turning your pain into power so that you can understand the leader that is within you. Because you are no good to any movement, whether you're a leader or you're a part of the movement. You are no good if you do not do what you need to do first within inner self. Once you get those things in order, then you need to lead your household. So many of us, our households are in shambles. We ain't led. You can't lead shit if your house ain't together. Then once you can lead your household right, then you can go and share in the community and share in your city and share across this nation to give people more of what they need. But you should be first and foremost your first leader. You can respect people. You can look at me all day. Shout out to you, Alex. Thank you for that. You can respect what I say. You can learn something from what I say. But don't you fucking let me be your leader either. You be your leader and respect me as one leader to another, saying, what can I learn from this person that can lead me somewhere in things that I don't know? But then there's also some things that I do know, and I don't need you to lead me everywhere because I know how to lead myself in things as well. So you should have that same respect and camaraderie for your damn self. This is how a movement moves, and you do not get to stop it. Once it gets going, there is no stopping it. But if you only got one head and you only got one person and everybody else wants to throw that person out there, shout out to you, Marvin. Thank you for that. Okay, I will go look. I don't know how far it was back. Can you kind of like put a little heart in the box or a thumb up to bring you back to the top? I never check my DMs. That's the worst way to contact me. I will go there, but if other people send me stuff and it was days ago, Mr. Marvin, if you could please just put something in there to bring it back to the top, just a thumbs up, a heart. Hey, it's me. And when I get off here, I will go check my DMs and Instagram. I have no idea what is in there because I don't really be on Instagram. I'm just telling the truth. But understand that this is how you have a movement that cannot be stopped. Just like the coronavirus is affecting everybody, we need us wanting to be free and to seek knowledge and to implement the knowledge that we have and to understand how we start with who we are, building ourselves up in our communities while not waiting on somebody else because we are our answer. And you do what you can do first. And then when you have strengthened ourselves as a community and as a nation of people, then we will be much stronger. Then we can get some demands. But we can't demand this shit when we ain't in no position to do anything. Yes. Anthony says, we dang sure can't look to our black superstars to lead. I swear I'm going to slap one of them if they do another video talking about it's going to get better. You're right, because it's already better for them. You're right about that. They're not dealing with the same shit that black folks are dealing with, which is majority of black people in this country. So bye. But see, that's another thing. We look to leaders as superstars. We think our superstars are leaders. Are they not? We think that they're leaders. Why? Why? That's just some twisted ass shit in itself. Go find another race of people and show me where they look to their entertainers to lead them in serious life issues. Entertainers are just that. They're supposed to entertain. If you're not an expert on nothing, your money doesn't make you an expert. Shut the fuck up. Your bank account is big, but that doesn't mean you know anything. I know some people that are so poor, the only thing they do have is money. Money ain't everything, y'all. Get a lot of money and then find a problem in life that money can't fix. And you'll find out how much money just don't fix everything. So I'm not understanding why it is that we continue to look to people to lead us just because they have money. Because consciously, what you're really saying is because you have money, I would like to be in the position you're in. Subconsciously, this is what you're thinking. So you're looking at them as an example because you want to be like them. Please don't be like the entertainers. They're sellouts. They're all sellouts. All of them. All of them at one point or another, from the beginning to the end, at some point in their career, has had to make a choice of you keep it real or you lose your position. And all of them have always decided to keep their position. Have you ever seen any superstar actually give away their position? And even if they do, they begin to backtrack. They don't carry everything to the fullness of what they're supposed to do. Somebody says, so is it a blessing to be poor? Oh, no, I didn't say it was a blessing to be poor, Eric. We don't preach that over here. You just, Mechee's not poor, and I've been poor. I will never be poor again. And I wish the same for you. What I'm telling you is that money does not fix everything. And there are things in life that your money will not buy you. And those are the real things in life. Let me tell you something. Shout out to you, Ramsey. Thank you for that. Kind of. Not all the way, though, Ramsey. But understand what I said is that if that's the only thing you're concerned with in life is having money, then guess what? Then you don't really understand the issues in life. Have you ever been in a situation that money cannot fix? For most Black people, we would say no because our biggest problems are being broke. Now, don't get me wrong. Money will fix a whole lot of our problems. Hell the fuck yeah. I didn't say that. It wouldn't. Shout out to you, Marvin. Thank you for that. Okay, I will check after this. Shout out to you, Mel Hill. Thank you. So I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is, if your only goal in life is to have money, then then what goals do you have? Because there will come a time in life where money will not buy you everything. And see, that's the problem. When people get money, you tend to look at people with money as gods. Well, money don't do everything. Find yourself in a position in life that money can't fix, and then you'll realize, wow, money's not everything. Try and get something in life that money cannot buy. Ask people who have money how hard it is to find genuine love. Ask them. Thank you, Sydney. Ask a person, right, that's looking for love and you have money and nobody loved you before you got the money. You always question everybody that's here, do they love me or love my money? Suffer from depression and you will find that your money will not buy you out of depression. Ask kids who have money from their parents and all they ever got all their life was money. They have all the video games that they want. They have all of the vacations they ever wanted. They got credit cards. They got everything but mom and dad's attention. My son is in prison. Money won't bring him home. My brother murdered and dead. All the money in the world won't bring him back. So yes, some things in life money cannot buy. And if that is your only goal, then at the end of the day, you need to add some more to it. It's great to have money. It's great to not have money problems. But if you don't have anybody to share it with, then what the fuck is the point? Money will buy you company, but it will not be genuine. So there are plenty of people that have money, and when you find yourself in life, and money is great, but if you don't understand that the best things in life, money don't buy. The best things in life, money don't buy. Shout out to you, Latina. Thank you for that. She said, stay well, everyone. So, again, we look to the superstars to be our leaders because they have money and it's something that we want to have and we wish we had their life. But if they was honest with you, they would tell you there are things in their life that the money doesn't fix and they deal with shit too. But of course, on the forefront, unless their business spills out into the tabloids in their life, you think everything is fine and they will tell you that everything is not always fine in their life. Shout out to you, the Swoovius. Thank you for that. Unfortunately, due to being held captive for centuries, subjected to white supremacy, it invokes so much fear in our elders, it has now muted to a cowardice mentality. Yeah. But see, that's another thing, though. We have to ask ourselves. I think that's a great point that you bring up because we have to ask ourselves, too, in this conversation, then, why is this? Are we so quick to appoint somebody our leader? Is it because we would rather watch you put yourself on the front line? Because I don't put myself on the front line. So let's wish you well. Let's see how this happens. Let's see how this works out for her. Let's see how this works out for him. We're going to let you run to the front line and see how quick they shoot you down, right? take your life apart. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe some of us are cowardice. And maybe the reason we will pick a leader instead of finding the leader within ourselves is because we too scared to put ourselves on the front line. There may be some cowardice in there. I don't disagree with that. This will be so instead, fighting for our freedom, real freedom, we've settled for just trying to find a spot of comfort in the midst, yeah, in the midst of oppression. Yeah, just to wither and die. I agree with you a lot in that on that topic. Yes, I agree with that comment a lot. Shout out to you, Focus Hard. Thank you for that. You said, "Oh shit, my account been hacked." I thought it was a kid over there or something actually, because all the things they kept throwing in the chat, they were spelling my name wrong. I was like, "That's not cute." One of the kids get his account. Shout out to you, Patrice. Thank you for that. Well, Patrice, not to get too far from the subject, but I think that they're opening up. That's the cue I know. Black power, black power, black power. One of them kids was in there getting it in, trying to be you cute. Um, I think that we shouldn't open, especially Georgia, because it's been a hot spot. I think that they're opening up too soon. But the funny thing is, or no, the sadder thing is that it's going to be the black people who are going to have to run back to life because they don't have the ability to just stay home and say, well, even though they're opening up things, I don't want to be a part of that, right? I'm going to just stay home. You will find that it's going to be our people that will have no choice and be forced to go out back into a situation where maybe some of them should stay home when we know that we're already, in a situation where we are more vulnerable because of, pre-existing health conditions, things of that nature. We're already in a bad state, but financially, so many of us cannot not afford to just stay at home. If they open shit back up, people gonna say they don't have no choice but to go back out into the world, to go to work, to go do what they have to do, and it's gonna be our people more than anybody else because we don't have savings. We don't have money to save for the next 3 months. I'm cool and I can sit at home. And so it's still going to affect us. So as black people know it's too fast, it's too soon. And my thing is don't throw us out there as the damn guinea pigs to see what's gonna happen. I mean, I don't believe everything the media say. They hype shit up, but you look over there at China and what they let everybody out and whatever, they got hit all over again. So I don't know why we think that wouldn't happen, right? So I think it's too soon. That's what I think about it. I will not be going anywhere. I'm here in Colorado. I ain't gonna lie though, when the nail shops open at the end of the month, I am going to get my nails done. Although the sister who do my nails is a black woman, she got to get back to work, and I don't mind to support her. And before this all happened, she brought people in there in a very safe manner. I thought she disinfects everything. She gives you a mask to wear. She wears a mask, so I think I will be good. And if this sister got to go back to work, I'm gonna get out and support her. Plus, my nails is growing out too. But other than that, I'm staying out. That's my life anyway, right? But again, I forget where I was, y'all, right? As far as, being leaders. We look at all of these people and, and we see, that they run themselves out there as leaders, and leaders do not usually end well in the black community. What has happened to all of our leaders, our real leaders? That ought to be a test for the fake ones and the true ones too. Like, how much do the fake ones really deal with? If you was really out here doing something, no, Brian, I'm not gonna bite my nails off. Damn you, okay? They don't come off. They grow out of my skin. I'm not doing that. Right, they're all dead. They've all paid the price. They've all paid the price. Seth says you're a leader. Seth, I'm gonna receive that, and let me tell you why. Because whether I want to call myself a leader or not, I am leading people in a direction. I am giving knowledge, and I know that people listen to what I say. People have deemed me a leader, so I should take that very serious. And this is why I desire to build more leaders. This is why I work with a team of people. I don't need all the shine. because I can say I'm not a leader, but I would be full of shit. Because the bottom line is, if people see you as that, that's just what you are. You put yourself out there. I have to be honest about that, and I need to, whether I want to accept it or not. Either I should shut this shit off and I should just go away and not be seen. But if I'm gonna be before the people, then I need to respect that position. I need to be mindful of that position, and I need to walk in that position right as an example of what the fuck a leader should be. Shout out to you, Phil. Thank you for that. Yeah, no more entertaining trolls. See, that's part of being a leader. At the end of the day, I do have to let that pettiness go because we got somewhere to be, and pettiness doesn't fit in there very much. I mean, there's always gonna be wrong for pettiness, but not all the time. Every now and then, right? So, you know, that's also part of it too. I ain't got time to be arguing with these people because then they just pull me down to where the fuck they are. Shout out to you, Ramsey. Thank you for that. He said they expected another outbreak, right, during the fall and winter. I believe it. I think that Corona is probably going to affect us until we're going to be dealing with this for the years over, right? I don't think things are going to be back to normal anytime this year. So understand that that's, I think, why a lot of us will love to appoint a leader but not make ourselves a leader, because it's one of them things like, okay, let's see what happened to you. We gonna hide behind you. We gonna let you. You heard that noise in the basement? We gonna all come behind you. We gonna let you walk down there first and go in the dark and find out who the fuck that noise just came from, right? Thank you for that compliment. Thank you for the donation, Lionsville. Thank you for that. And so I think that's a part of it. We don't want to be the one. We don't want to be the one. And so we have to take that into consideration too. So see, I understand everybody's not the one. So understand that in this fight, everybody's not supposed to be a leader, but you do need to take the reins, and you need to understand that freedom's not free. It's going to cost you something, and you do not get to think that one person, 2 people, 12 people, 20 people going to stand up and be leaders. They're not going to take us all out one way or another, and then you're going to be sitting back looking dumb. Everybody's going to have to get up and play their part, and you're going to have to sacrifice something, and that thing you sacrifice might be your life. That's just the real, but people don't want to hear that, right? But I'm just a bit discouraged, and I am angry at the disingenuous leaders because of where we are. I just think that we are in a pitiful state when I look around and the people that we call leaders, because you do know that these scamming motherfuckers got called leaders because you put them in that position. We as black people exalted them and put them on some type of fucking pedestal and said, oh, you're our leader. We did that with no scrutiny, no evaluation of who they are, no test of genuineness to what they do. Because we're so desperate to get free, we will give that title to anybody, even when they don't qualify. We the only motherfuckers that put people who've never had any experience, who don't come with genuineness, who don't give a fuck, just because they know a little something. We just get them that general's badge and we sit them in front of the whole army, and these motherfuckers leading us to death because they don't know the first fucking thing to do. They know the first thing to do to get themselves notoriety, to shine, to be seen, to make some money off the people. They know what to do when it comes to that. Ask all these motherfuckers for a real solution. One. Let this be the test. I don't give a fuck what they entertain you with. I don't give a fuck how well they sound and how well they speak or how many motherfucking degrees they got. The more degrees they got just tells me the more indoctrinated they are to what the colonizers put in their head. All them degrees ain't nothing but motherfucking stamps of approval from the white man. Now, don't get me wrong, some of that knowledge is great, because if you're looking at how this country is run, you do want to understand some things that your enemy understands. Right? And the reason why I choose psychology was the thing that I gravitated towards, is because that is how the white man and how this country analyzes your thought process, how they get people to move, how they get a way of controlling you by getting in your mental. If you can control a man's mind, you can control a man's everything. Yes? So I want to know how you do what you do. I want to step into your shoes for a moment. I want to know how my enemy moves so that I know how to move. So when you move, I move just like that. So there are some things that you should know about the knowledge of your enemy. But then there are other things that's just their stamp of approval on a bunch of bullshit. And we play, I got a degree and this and a degree and that. Fuck your degree. I dare you to challenge any of these people and ask them this one simple question, but it's not very simple for those who are not genuine. Shout out to you, Made by Kodak. Okay, so you finally got it. As long as it was made right, thank you. Like you put love that it got. I'm glad. Thank y'all for all of the, I mean, if it was whack, I'm sure y'all would tell me it was whack, maybe y'all wouldn't. But it wouldn't matter because I'm my biggest fan and my first critic. But I thank y'all for all of the love. I'm glad that y'all love it. I was hoping y'all would react to it. So I thank y'all. So every time y'all everybody listens to the album or the CD, and y'all just want to let me know how much you loved it. Thank you. Thank you for that. And receiving my art. Everybody don't have to, but for those of y'all that did, then I guess, I'm in the right circle amongst those people. And if it ain't something that resonates with you, that's all right too. But for those that receive it, I'm glad that you did. So thank you for that compliment on the CD.
I can't pay $422 for no fucking 30.
But understand this. Ask them one question. Tell them to give you a solution.
I know.
Tell them to give you a solution.
All right.
Y'all pay no mind if you butter in the chat because I do not believe that is cute. One of the kids got your phone cute. One of the kids at the school. So y'all just pay no mind. That is not cute, y'all. But ask them for a solution. No, I have not. Shout out to Patrice. I have not. I don't watch that much TV. I really don't. So I've been hearing a lot about it. So maybe I will check it out. But I heard people are much offended by it. McDowell, I do not want to jack up your name. I want to just call you Lazarus at first. But that is not your name. Thank you for the donation. And shout out to you, Brian. A good test is that fake leader will never mention Jews. Test this theory. They will never even say the word because they control the money. Well, some people may call themselves leaders, but they will not. He said what show? A Black as Fuck. I think that's the show that they talking about next week. But some of them don't even know about Jews. It's just a matter of they will come along and they really don't know what they be talking about, and they just want to get what they can off the people, right? But ask them for a solution. That's what I need you to do. Ask them for a solution. What is their solution? Not your entertainment, right? Not your analyzing what's wrong. We get that. I'm not saying we all get it. You don't need to analyze it. Like you can analyze the situation all day because yes, we do need to understand how we're being fought. Yes, are there really any solutions? Absolutely. Cornelius? At the Black Agenda, we give solutions all day long. How many people are in this chat that have been to the Black Agenda? Have we not given you solutions? And when you implemented them in your life and you hit me back and you told me that it made a difference in what you were doing, absolutely there are solutions. Problem is, a lot of us are not ready for the solutions that we give. And at the end of the day, some of these solutions are just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all don't really want to implement them. You want a solution? I'm going to give you one real simple solution that most people have a problem implementing, but it's a very powerful one. Get the fuck rid of your cable and your TV. Stop watching it. If you don't understand how that's a powerful solution, then you don't understand how we're being attacked. I'll leave it at that. Shout out to the Sylvias. Thank you for that. The reason why we look at celebrities to be our leaders is another tactic of white supremacy, right? You ever notice white people don't look that? I said that. That's what I said. They don't look to their athletes or their actors to speak, right? They don't. When they bring somebody forward to speak on a topic, they bring somebody who has expertise in that area. Just because you got money don't make you an expert, right? You want another solution that most people don't want to implement that we tell you at the Black Agenda? Grow your own food in your garden. From your windowsill to your backyard. See, these are things y'all waiting for this big ass epiphany. Y'all think it's some like magical solution that ain't in front of your face. It is, but most of you don't want to implement the solutions. Shout out to you, Miss E. thank you. And thank you for your support. And thank you for giving your feedback on the album. You know another solution? Take your kids out of public school. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But we take it a step further. We will actually give you a school to put your kids in. My kids go there. So it's a great school online. So not only do we tell you take them out, we can show you where to take your kids. There are plenty of solutions. Y'all want the big solution? The ain't nobody finna get up and do solution? Oh, you want the ultimate solution? I'll give it to you. Shout out to you, Della. Thank you for that. Let me tell you the big solution. Y'all waiting for this? Strap your boots up. Get yourself together. Soldiers cannot fight in weak physical condition. Get your health right. We're dying from corona more than anybody else because our health ain't right. An unhealthy soldier cannot fight a war. So get yourself right. Practice your Second Amendment right and don't just go get a gun. Be skilled with your shit. Learn how to use these when you don't have that. Learn how to use a knife. Learn how to fight. How to go into combat. And then prepare your motherfucking self to die. And then get up and start a revolution in this country. A revolution is an overthrowing of the government. Isn't everything that we deal with come back to the basis of the government? Racism is the very institution and the foundation that this country was founded on. So see, racism works every day. It's not the white man that lives next door to you, even though he has white privilege. It's not even the white boy in the trailer park, because he can still obtain white privilege. But the real racism you face every day comes from institutions that allows individuals to be racist, and then it be upheld by a system that is founded on it. Shout out to you, Angela. When you watch YouTube or other things, you're watching with a purpose instead of the TV just running in your mind, a conditioning box. When you turn off the TV, you watch what you want on purpose. You're here because you decided to watch this. This wasn't just on the TV and it was on and you just kept playing in the background, all those commercials with subliminal messages and every goddamn thing else. Be mindful of what you feed your mind, just like you need to start being mindful of what we feed our bodies. But an overthrowing of this country is what you need. Do you want to be free? Or is that just a dream if you can do it without dying? Everybody won't make it. You might, but you might not. Are you prepared for that? It's called an overthrowing of the country. The Constitution says you have the right to do it. But it also says that if you do it, you can face up, if you try to, you can face up to 20 years in prison for trying to do such a thing. You want to abolish racism, you don't fight the white people on the steps. You don't fight the white people that live next door to you. You fight the fucking government. You get up and you overthrow, because you would take too long, as though we're still sitting in our situations now. You're going to fight every aspect. So we're going to fight the school system. That's the governmental structure. Okay, so then when you're done fighting that, if you can ever win that battle, and all they do is teach colonized education, then are you going to turn around after that and then fight the school to prison pipeline, which is the plantation? Then after that, what else you going to destroy? If you can even destroy those systems, they all come back to the root of the government. You have to destroy your government. You have to cause an uprising, and that uprising will be a lot of fire and violence for those of you that love to read the Bible. But it won't bring about the end of the world. What it will bring about is the end of racism. Now, there will be a lot of death. There will be a lot of fire. There will be a lot of ashes. There will be a lot of sorrow. But what I do promise you this is that what rises from those, so that you're looking for, but most of us are not willing to endeavor it. That's just the truth. We ask for the answers, but most of us don't want the real answer. We don't. Shout out to the Soviets. Exactly. The warrior class has regenerated and started to gather. Absolutely. If you're not willing to die for the same thing you live for, you don't really want freedom. Absolutely. Absolutely. Freedom is not free. It will cost you something. Matter of fact, it might cost you everything. Somebody said we do have an army. It's called the FOI. Let me say this. I work with the Nation of Islam all the time. They come into the Black agenda. They help us with security. They do a lot of things. They even talk about, they have a school, and you can send your children to their school, and it's no different than sending. Well, it is different. But for people who say, "Well, I don't want my children in the nation," I ain't send them to the school. You send your kids to the white colonizer school all day long. The Nation of Islam doesn't require your child to be Muslim to go attend their school, but it's a black school, and I have a lot of respect for what they do. But what I will also say to you is, I'm not behind the scenes, so I don't know what shots they're calling or what they're preparing for. But far too many of you Nation of Islamers, for me, you believe in peace too motherfucking much. Just saying. I would not have assembled an army that big and have not moved forward at this point. And I will say, because somebody brought up Khalid Muhammad, I'm just being real. Seems like every time you get a real radical person in the Nation of Islam who starts to speak about violence and taking it by force, taking what the fuck you want and taking it by force. You notice that they always get ostracized from the nation. So I love them. I support what they're doing. But when you keep talking to me like we're going to pray it away, when you're not ready to take all them skills you have learned, when you ain't ready to pick up a gun, that's where I kind of say, wait a motherfucking minute. Because they've been here for a while. So why are we in the same position when we're going to rise up? Or is that not part of the plan? No disrespect to the nation. But that's just how I feel. I mean, that's my perspective. At the end of the day, we're gonna have to get up and fight for our freedom, and it's gonna cost us a whole lot. So first of all, we're not ready for it. So we have to come together. We have to strengthen the soldiers. We need to heal. We are fucked up mentally, physically, and emotionally. That has to happen first before we can ever stand together and demand anything. And upon that demanding, know that as soon as this government looks us in the face and says, no, nigga, you have to be willing to say, oh, we were prepared for you to say that. Y'all ready? I think it's time we tear this motherfucker down. So if we're not ready to do that, then just be quiet. And I think that a lot of us are not ready for that. And this is why we're okay with these old fake ass leaders. This is why we're okay. This is why we're okay. Because they don't require you to get the fuck up and do anything. Other than to donate, buy a product, do some shit, and say, oh, I felt good for a moment. It's like some church shit. You felt good for the moment, but no real change came. It's a safe place. I am convinced that our community likes safe leaders. You like the safety of it. Let's watch a documentary and we'll be free. No. What did you do with the knowledge you learned in the documentary? I need you to take it a step further. Now that you know something, the fuck you gonna do with it? Better yet, the person that gave you the documentary, can you follow it up with solutions? Now that we know this, now what? That's the big question. Now what? Yeah, do me a favor. I like this video. Share this video. Subscribe if you've not hit that notification bell. Let me say this before I get out of here. The reason why I'm so bothered by disingenuous leaders in the black community is because of this. They are a cancer to the black community. They are no better than the white supremacy that conditions us and places things on us. And I think that they ought to be dealt with in the same way that we deal with white supremacy. I have no mercy for them. I give them no pass. Matter of fact, I think they ought to be punched in their mouth first. And let me tell you how it hurts the community the most. How many of you have dealt with something that has traumatized you? And because of that, when the real thing shows up, you don't receive it. I'm a woman, let me speak from a sister's perspective. You've had nothing but shitty relationships. You're always cheated on. You have been abused. You have been misused in all of your relationships. And so now you have your guard up. Now you are leery of everybody. Now, even the man that comes into your life, the thing you thought you were waiting for, you said you wish you could have, he shows up. He shows up. He's here. But you can't see him. Because for everything that you've been through, you now believe that he's just like everybody else. Instead of having any proof that he is like everyone else, you are just waiting for him to be like everyone else. You're expecting him to cheat on you. So every time he goes to the store and he's gone a little longer than he should, you want to know what bitch he was with. When he has to work a little later, you wonder if he's lying, and then you find yourself looking crazy and doing dumb shit like going to his job to make sure he's there. This man has never done anything to you to make you believe he's this way, but because of all of your prior experiences, you are traumatized, and now you have your guard up. And for those of you that don't get what I'm trying to say, let me say it this way. For every fake ass leader that comes in our community, I'm going to get you dropping names now. And I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. You can run along with everything. When somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson takes almost $1 million from black people, and whether it was intentional or not, but he did nothing for the black community with it. And in the end, he bought an abandoned building that he can't even afford. The taxes on it. Can't even get the lights cut on. He hasn't even painted over the spray paint on the walls. He hasn't even picked up the trash in front of the fucking school. How many people want to give to a black cause again? For those of you that believed in this man and he let you down, how quick are you to believe in the next leader that shows up? Somebody said he's trying. Let me tell you something. There was a time that I said, y'all give him money. And let's see what he does. But I'm sorry, y'all. Fuck his trying. We don't need to try to get free. We need to go be free. Do you understand me? I don't care how many of y'all want to buy that shit. The proof is in the pudding. And this is the sadder part. Let me bring it back to the beginning. Didn't I tell you there were some signs you need to watch for in these so-called leaders? And selfishness and wanting it to always be about you is one of those things that does not ring true leader to me. You know why? Because I know a brother right now that if he had $1 million, I saw him build a school with nothing. Nothing. And he's not jumping in the forefront saying, see me, see me, see me. He says, see these babies and how much of a difference we've made. It don't take all that to build something for your people. And had Umar Johnson humbled himself and with the money he had just built something. Shout out to you, Agent Black. Yes, I'm surprised I have kept it at approximately an hour as well. Shut your ass up. Shut up, Agent Black. I told you I would be here for approximately 1 hour, and I'm doing good. But understand, he wants to build this promised land, but he has overlooked the fact that it's you need a bridge to get to it. Can we just build the bridge first, bro? So we can get over there and then we can build the land? Come on. He has this big vision, and because he would not humble himself, because leaders cannot be selfish. The fuck? He would not humble himself. So in that, he couldn't say, well, I want to build something versus nothing. We'll work our way up to the bigger school. But right now, let's go buy some abandoned churches in some of these communities that cost $120,000 for the building, because we have almost $1 million, and let's build 2 or 3 of those right now, because then when the people see that we have taken smaller steps, they will know that we're doing the real work and we can build in something bigger. Rome wasn't built in a fucking day. But your ego got in the way, nigga. Maybe you didn't start off that way. Maybe that wasn't your intention from the beginning. But as it started to go along, your ego got in the way and you wouldn't humble yourself to do what was right by the people when that was the people's money. The fuck? How many of you understand that there are people that will never donate again because they have been hurt and they don't believe anymore because they gave their money to a leader who didn't do the right thing? Shout out to you, the warrior. I don't care whether he started off with those intentions. Sometimes you hit a bump in the road and you admit when you're wrong as a leader. You take a detour. You say, maybe we got to do something different. You admit that what you thought wasn't right. And maybe we got to do something a little different. Like, what the fuck is wrong with being wrong? You know, the only way to get the right from being wrong is first to admit you're wrong. When your leader can't say I'm wrong about something or I'm sorry, question that motherfucker's leadership. Shout out to you. All gas, no brakes. Thank you for that. Well, see what I mean? So there's some people who want to say, oh, I still rock with him. I understand. But you know how many people think that he's a scammer? Let's move on. Dr. Watkins. Now I'm removing myself from this as a personal person that has an issue with him. But let's look at the bigger picture. This man says that he's about the Black community. People believe in him because he has given you stock advice. He has given you information about opening a business. He tells you all of these great things about his school. And no knock to his school. Some of y'all may have taken more in-depth classes, but I know the ones I got to take that he let me take. Somebody said you love calling out Dr. Watkins. No, actually, Cornelius, we're talking about all of them, and he's a part of it, so we're going to bring him up. It's not a matter of love talking about him. He fits in the fucking category. So I told you we're not going there anymore, bro. I just told you a second ago that it's not a personal thing, bigger picture, right? So I went over there with a bunch of YouTube videos. So he will give you, shout out to you, Joetta. Thank you for that, sis. He will give you gossip all day on his channel, but the real information, he makes you pay for every bit of it. And when you go over to the school, there's just a bunch of fucking videos with his big ass face on there just saying shit that he could give you somewhere else. If you could learn on Google if you looked it up. Okay? Just saying. But that's not even the part that you should be mindful of the most. No. If you want to buy that, great. Go ahead. Right? Shout out to you, the warrior. Thank you for that. And shout out to you, man, Pumines. Thank you. But this is my biggest issue. You say economically we have to, as Black people, come together. We have to learn to build up our money and get somewhere, right? And so you have to understand how money works. So let me teach you that. That's great. You say all day that you love Black people, and so you start to employ Black people and give them jobs because you want people to know how many Black folks you've helped, how many people you give jobs to. You know, this is what they say to you. This is what he tells you. I love Black women. I love Black love. I love this. I love that. And, you know, and we got to be economically strong and we have to build businesses and employ our people and do all of these different things. Yet, every person that's ever worked for him, all these Black women job. Thank you for that. I mean, seriously, he's for black people. I heard this man say that he could stay in quarantine for forever and he would be fine. So he got that much money in the bank. But you won't give a sister her $3,000 during coronavirus when she got evicted and she has a broken foot and has a cast and needs a crutch. But you won't give her 3,000. But you bought it and you owe her. Shout out to you, James. Wow, you got all of these black women who worked with you, who believed in you, and all you did was use them. And you talk about white supremacy? Do you know how many black women and people have a bad taste in their mouth because of him? How do you misuse the very community that you say you're trying to help? But because you have degrees and you have fancy words, we buy it, y'all. But for all the people that have been disappointed in Dr. Watkins, who have been used by him, who have been mistreated by him, you know it's going to be a whole lot tougher for them to trust the next black person that comes along that may be genuine in doing what he does. We'll hesitate a little bit. I don't know if Jay Morrison is a con, but what I will tell you is you do not motherfucking get on goddamn social media and tell people that they hate you because you swaggy and rich in real life. When you're rich because of all the money that people gave you. Wait a minute. You have a fund that you received millions and millions of dollars. Funds are okay. Real estate funds are fine. Investments are great. But y'all do realize that the reason he's rich, and this is why we hate him, because he's swaggy and he's rich in real life. You do know that even though you invested your money, he is in a position and he pays himself a salary to sit over the fund. So until you get your investment or not, the bottom line is there's millions of dollars there. And as the CEO over the fund, this nigga can pay himself whatever salary he wants. So wait a minute. So you rich. And the people who made you rich hate you because of your swag, my nigga? What kind of shit is that? This is what I would say about him. Now, as far as whether his shit is a con or whatever, I don't know. I have heard people say that they try to get their money back, they try to cash it in, and you can't do so. Other people say, well, you got to wait till the fund matures. That's fine. All of that is fine if that is true. But what you don't get to do is down talk and tell black people that they are hating on you because you are swaggy rich when the very same people you're saying that shit to are the ones that made you rich, nigga. You're rich because of their money. How does that even sound? I'm rich. I'm swaggy. This is why you niggas hate me. How did you get rich, brother? While people are waiting for their investment to fold over and get something back, you taking a paycheck right the fuck now for your position. You didn't wait on your return, did you? Now, all of this not a bad thing. I mean, I guess if you start a fund, somebody got to be over it. Yeah, you could pay yourself a salary, but you don't turn around and start telling black people you rich in real life and we hate you because you swaggy and having words for your people, the very people who put you in that position. That's some arrogant bullshit. Sounds selfish again. Once again, y'all leaders sure love letting your arrogance get in the way and forgetting where the fuck you were before the people picked you up and put you in that position. Problem is, y'all pick motherfuckers up and put them in positions, and y'all don't understand you have the power to knock them down too. Put them right back where you found them, and then let's see what they have to say. Shout out to you, Randy. He said that he lost some people's money, but I have a problem with that. So when you invest in somebody like that, and this is the approach that they take, are the rest of y'all ready? Are you going to invest in the real brother who come along and he's like, yes, let's buy up some communities. Let's ungentrify these communities where they're buying up all our land. Let's buy it up ourselves and make housing, affordable housing, and let's give it only to our people. Let's do some shit like that. Let's save some of these gentrified communities. If we can raise $1 million for this, let's raise $1 million to save a community. When the real brother come along and he really wants to do that, you'll be waiting for him to Jay Morrison, so you will not invest. Shout out to you, John. Thank you for that. Tariq Nasheed. Great documentary. He's an entertainer. You do know that, right? At the beginning of this video, we talked about why do we look for entertainers to be our leaders. So this man made documentaries, and y'all labeled him a leader. He's an entertainer. This is why he makes slides across the stage. He's an entertainer. Right now, there is a conference that somebody says, why even label them leaders? Oh, but leaders are defined by the people. That is a good question. People, tell me why you define him as a leader. This is my question too. I would like to know that answer. Where has he led you? What solutions has he given you? Hidden Colors was his solution. What solution was that? I was entertained. Better yet, if he has solutions in there, and anywhere they said we got to get up, I would listen to the leader. Lead us into it, nigga. Get your pretty ass on the front line and let's go. Let's motherfucker go. Where you at? He's an entertainer, and he does a good job entertaining. Stop convoluting what a leader is and an entertainer is. We do that far too often. Stop convoluting what a businessman is and a leader. Dr. Watkins is a businessman. He's not a leader. He is a businessman. Tariq is an entertainer. Somebody says, I give credit to Dr. Boyce. He made me think about investing into stocks and bonds. Well, I would tell you that if that's all it comes down to call somebody a leader, I mean, that's cool. You can give them credit and all, but stocks and bonds have always been here. You do know that, right? If you go to a good bank, the person who opens up your bank account will actually give you a folder, if you fucking read it, that talks about all the stocks and bonds and the ways you can invest. Just say it. Is he a leader because he took the rock off something that was in your face the whole motherfucking time? Okay. So he told you should think about it, and you started thinking about it. My question would be to you is, why the fuck is that the first time you've ever heard that in life? Why weren't you thinking about it before that? It's good if he made you think about something, but that doesn't make him a leader. There's a lot of things people make you think about. You know, I watch all those workout videos that come on in January. It makes me think about going to the gym or buying their shit so I can get in shape. That don't mean they're a leader, because the truth is, I know I was fat all motherfucking year, and no matter who motherfucking video I buy, if I just get my ass up and work out, it all works. You're not my leader, PX90. What the fuck? Just because you told me I could do this shit, lose the weight. I mean, this has always existed. I've just been ignoring it. I think that this is what I'm saying. We don't really know what a leader is, do we? Tariq right now has a conference that will be taking place June, I don't know, June something. in June, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's June. Um, and at this conference, there's supposed to be over 1,000 people there. This conference takes place at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I'm just saying, I've been throwing conferences, y'all. What conference started at 3 in the afternoon? That's not a conference. You niggas is going to watch a live version of Hidden Colors. This is what you're doing. And that's great as entertainment. If that's what you decide to do, that's fine. When you leave that conference, please tell me how the fuck you got you any closer FBA, since he wanted to steal shit and co-op it for something that was actually helping Black people get towards getting reparations. He decided to come up with his own acronym. He co-opted some shit. Do you know that's what white people do? But because he's a Black man, you give him a pass. This nigga co-opted some shit and made it nothing. Nothing. All of you niggas jumped ship from ADOS and said, now I'm down with FBA. But FBA doesn't offer you anything. He even told you, I'm not the solution. I'm not here to argue reparations. So y'all just get together to have a fucking live Hidden Colors viewing in Dr. my nigga? And somehow you fucking think that replacing FBA with ADOS, that is the same thing. It's not. This nigga white supremacy job. He co-opted something that was really trying to be a solution for the people. He split motherfuckers like shitty ass pastors do in a church. Pastors do that shit. They come along because the pastor won't give them the pulpit and they don't want to be a minister no more. They'll say, oh, well, I'm a pastor too. And then they'll go and get their own church and then they split the church. And half the people go with this nigga and the other half stay with the other pastor. And they cause a division in the congregation. This nigga did the same thing. Funny thing is that he's not giving you an equal exchange. FBA is in no way equal to ADOS. He's not giving you any solutions. He's not fighting anything. He doesn't even know about fucking politics. He's not educated in any of it. But here the fuck we go again as Black people. White people go get the experts in that area. There is a woman that knows what she's talking about. She has worked in politics. She's been in those positions. This nigga has no knowledge in that. But because he can entertain you well, you're going to let him be your advisor? When he told you out his own mouth, I don't know shit about politics. I'm not fighting for reparations. So why the fuck are you here, nigga? Why did you divide ADOS and tear them down and you got people looking at them bad when they're actually a solution? You let an entertaining ass nigga offer you entertainment over a solution. How dumb are you? Shout out to you, tall stranger. How tall are you, stranger? Are you a man? Are you dark skin? I like women taller. Thank you for the dark. Now check this out. We got Corona rolling around. And somebody said, I think they said June 20th. So we're about 60 days away, give or take. It's almost it's a little bit past April 20th. So we're about 60 days away from this thing going down. No cancellation, no refunds. These are your leaders. These are your leaders. Jason Black is tall and dark. Well, we don't know because he hides behind the curtain. And it is the Wizard of Oz. We don't know who you are. He told you he was tall and dark. I think he might come behind the screen. He might be short, fat, and white. Do not be surprised. But check this out. We're 60 days away. There is $120,000 of the Black community's money that they gave him to pull off his business venture. Y'all do know that a conference makes you money, and unless you do like the Black Agenda, yeah, I am gonna say that because we don't make no money off of our shit. The community, we do sell tickets, but y'all donate to make the Black Agenda happen. And guess what? Once we make it happen, we take no pay. If any of my team is in the room, we take no pay. What the community funds, We give it back to the community. If you fund this shit, we make sure what you give us feeds you, not us. So see, I can say that because I don't do that fuck shit. So you gathered $120,000 for a business venture. Here's $120,000 of money that should be released back into the Black community right now. You talk about reparations, you want to divide ADOS and FBA, but wait a minute. You got all of this money from the Black community and you could just release this shit back to them. Don't you think they need their money, bro? Seriously, like, I'm not trying to throw salt today. This is not a beef video. This is, let's fucking be real. First of all, to think that you will bring Black people together in 60 days with what's going on with Corona is dangerous. Why would you put your people in that position, brother? You have plenty of time to still cancel everything and get your money back, brother, and give the people their money back. Even if the quarantine is lifted, why would you want to bring all those people together in that space such a short time? Yes, and the very Congress hall that he, or whatever it's called, that he is using is actually being used as a makeshift hospital for Corona victims. And you're going to take the Black community there? You're not a leader. You're reckless and you're selfish and you're full of shit. You don't care about your community. You don't care about Black people. You don't. You're a liar. And the truth ain't in you. Thank you for that, Robert. Now let's just say that they lift the quarantine. I still don't think it's wise to be in that position 60 days from now in a place that's a makeshift coronavirus hospital. I don't think it's wise. I don't think it's very caring for your community. But at the same time, let's say that you just still get to pull this off. And I'm going to need y'all to ignore them little feet running upstairs. I know that shit sound like it's elephants running around, but that's them babies. And my house has changed since it's quarantine. There's a whole lot of little kids upstairs jumping on couches and shit. So please forgive all the noise. But let's say that this quarantine is lifted. You can take all of the people there. In the situation financially, how many people do you think are going to be able to fly to Atlanta, get a hotel room, and be able to come and participate now? Because people's financial situation has changed. So even if the quarantine is lifted, even if the hospital, the makeshift hospital is clean and you can bring people into it, do you really think Black people are in a financial situation as they were before this happened? Bruh, if you don't get in people their motherfucking money back and go ahead and cancel that shit. But because your ego is in the way, because you are selfish, because you're not thinking about the people, because you probably done spent money already that you can't get back. This is y'all leader, though. This is y'all leader. Because he ain't mine. He ain't never been my leader. This is not a good look. And I'm not sitting here trying to say these niggas ain't shit, and I am. But let me explain something to you. Our Black Agenda Tour is booked out till what? November? We have cities. Do you know that we gave everybody their money back? Now, come November, we might be able to go on tour. We might be able to show up in Texas. We might be able to do some tours towards the end. Maybe, maybe not. But the bottom line is everybody's financial situation has changed, and we will cross that bridge when we come to it. We gave everybody their money back, no matter how long. Even if it wasn't a current city coming up this summer, we gave everybody their money back. We will cross that bridge when we get to it. If the country opens the fuck back up, and we're able to do that, and I think that it is safe for our people, then we will say, if you are in a position to go ahead and get you a ticket, then go ahead. We will be in this city and that city. But until we get there, that's the people's money. We only sell tickets to make stuff happen. We give away more donated tickets than anything because we just want to make it happen. Once we pay for everything, because we got to pay for shit, then we just open up the doors to donations to keep going. That money in them ticket sales ain't for us. We do that shit for the community. So guess what? When the community is in destitute and shit is not right, you give the community their money. Because I don't spend y'all shit. I don't touch your shit. All of it sits in an account at the Black Agenda. I don't touch that shit because it ain't for me. So when it was time to give refunds, guess what? It was all sitting right the fuck there. And had we already paid for a place, we would have been calling for our refund. So we could give you yours. Shout out to you, free thinking kid. Thank you for that. It's not right. It's not right. And I'm tired of these entertainers. I'm tired of these disingenuous motherfuckers because the truth of all that I'm saying is there are people right now, and every person that I just named, and I'm sure there's more, but I think that I've made my point. All of the people that believed in these folks and that will be mistreated, their money will be misused, they will be let down. Do you know that that wounds them? That hurts Black people. We've already been fucked up by everything else that we go through. It's just one more thing that we have to deal with now. Shout out to you, Shaman. Thank you for that. But understand this. This is the real cancer. When real leaders come along, real genuine people who really want to get somewhere, who have solutions, who are genuine in what the fuck they do, and they are really out here, it's not what they do, it's who they are. And it ain't about the dollar. It's about the fucking freedom. It's about the real solutions. It's about our people. When we show up, y'all don't believe us. When we show up, I gotta show you I'm not that nigga that cheated on you. I gotta work overtime to make up for all the shit the last motherfucker did to you. Shout out to you, Crip Hop Nation. Thank you for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the cancer in it all. Because now we have been so fooled. We have been done so wrong. We have been used. Our dollars have been taken and just for a motherfucker to have a better life instead of the Black community to be better together. If you guys can raise $1 million for Umar School, if you can raise $120,000 for a conference, you do know that means we can build our own schools, y'all. Just imagine if a real person came along and said, every fucking dollar you give, and they took that $1 million and they really built something for the people. Imagine that. Imagine all these gentrified communities. If we could put that kind of money together, why we can't go into these communities, and you know how many people like in Detroit who own their homes, but when gentrification happens, this is why you got to understand the weapon of the enemy so you know how to fight it. Do you know how many people lost their homes in Detroit and in gentrified communities because of this? Because they raised the tax prices, and the taxes on the homes out there are so ridiculous, they're not worth the value of the home. And so then there are people who have bought their home, own it outright, have owned it for years, 20 years, 30 years. And do you know that they are losing their home over the motherfucking taxes? So wait a minute, we can't raise money to keep our Black people in those communities. Most of them are elders and they paid this house off and now they old in life. We couldn't gather our money to save a whole fucking community? Oh, because $120,000 could have done it. But that sounds too much like right. The fuck is wrong with me, right? We should get to scamming. Shout out to you, Patrice. I've seen your blood, sweat, and real tears, sis. I love you. Thanks for all you do. I love you back. I love you back. I do. Thank you for all your support. So my question is, why is that not what we're doing? Why aren't we building schools? We got brothers like Q who's struggling, who have Black people who donate their time every day as teachers and don't get paid. And he turned what he had, an apartment, that bottom was a studio. He decided to turn the top into a school. And now between online services and everything else, Zyx Institute has over 100 students enrolled. And he did all that with nothing. Q struggles. He come out his pocket all the motherfucking time with nothing. But you won't support a brother like that because he ain't got all the fancy talk. He don't got all the woo. He don't got all the entertainment to draw you in. But what the fuck he really has is solutions. He's doing the work. He can show you it's free. We don't pay brothers like that no attention because we too wounded by the niggas who come out with all this fancy shit we like to follow. Yes? So every time these niggas break your trust, every time these disingenuous motherfuckers do you wrong when it comes to your money, every time they do that, you as the black community, you put up a wall and then your defenses are up. And when somebody comes along that's genuine and we could really make some progress and get somewhere, you've been so wounded by other black people and so-called leaders that now you have nothing left for the real ones. And if that's not a weapon, then what the fuck is? If that's not division, then what the hell is? If that's not conditioning you to walk away from certain things that could actually get us free, not to be able to believe in those that are true, that want us to get somewhere, because we have to fight 10 times harder to get you to believe in us. Do you know how many times I've been a scammer when I scam nobody? You know how many times I've been a scammer already? I ain't scared nobody. It ain't one person that can come forward and say, Mechee scammed me out of shit. No evidence, no proof, no nothing. But I'm a scammer because everybody's a scammer, right? So now I got to fight a stigma that's been put on me by some shit I didn't even do. This is why I'm bothered by these niggas, because they are a cancer. They hurt you even more as black people. They take away our advantage to trust in one another when it's already hard enough to do that. And then when the real deal comes along, we won't invest in those that are really trying to get us somewhere because we've been too hurt and scorned and scammed and schemed and played by the last 5 niggas. And this is why they're a problem. They're a weapon that works well against us. And I have no love for these motherfuckers. I don't care what nobody say. You call it hate, you call it whatever I want. It's the truth. Shout out to you, CD. I agree with you. He says, why not? Of course, he said he met me at the Black Agenda in Oakland. That was a good one. They all have their own memories. So I had a good time in Oakland. And you said, why have leaders and not councils of elders that have proven themselves both men and women? I think that we should have all kinds of things in that nature. Shout out to you, Articles of ADOS. Thank you for that. Yogi Fish, thank you for that as well. Bless up to you, brother. I think that those are the things we should implement and know. But that's what I said from the beginning, that it shouldn't just be one leader. It should be many of us that are all moving in that direction and every part. Get up and you do something as well. Right? So I agree. We should have elders that are leading us in something. We should have the youth. They are our strength. We should have all kind of things that are working for us in the community. And it should not rest on the back of just one person. Don't do that to that one individual, but also don't put all your faith in somebody. You put your faith in yourself first. Stop putting your faith in your dollar and everybody else. And that's the truth. And I understand that some people may watch me and you may think that I'm the same. I get it. I know that I have to prove myself because of all of these motherfuckers. But I will tell all of you here today, test me. I'm tried and true, baby. Test me. Go find somebody that said I've done them wrong. Go. Go ask somebody if I haven't. I ask how many people I've really let through the door at the Black Agenda, donation or not, $1 or free. Go ask people how many I've done that for. Because it's about us getting together and coming together so that we can get to where we need to be. I know I can't do this alone. The fuck I look like. Out here not asking for the help of people, not just your dollar. I need you to give your input. I need you to give your strength. I need you to give your expertise in whatever area. You used to be in the military? Great. Help us. Train us in what we should know. You know how to grow food? Great. Help us. Teach the people how to do so. You know how to do hand-to-hand combat? Great. Can you help teach us? You got gun clubs and you can help people get registered for their guns? Great. Can you help us? Because I can't do this by myself, and I've never said that I could. And that's why the team and the way this makes this happen is not me. If y'all leave it up to me, it will not happen. The people have invested their money, and this is how we got from city to city when the ticket sales wasn't enough. Shout out to you, Knight. Thank you for that. He says that he won't be able to hold it in that arena because that arena will be open to the public until September due to the hospitals being crowded. So therefore, there should be a cancellation, and he should be getting a refund, and then he should be refunding people. But That was too much like right. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up. Because I'm a hater when I start talking like this to a lot of people, right? But I can't do this on my own. I wouldn't have been able to be as far as I've gotten without the people. This ain't my movement. This is our movement. And I ain't always right. Sometimes I'm wrong and I don't know everything. And when I don't, I look to you for the answer. Because somebody know what I don't. Please, if you have the answer that I don't, come forward with it. I don't need the limelight. I don't need to always be seen. That's why I go away for a week and y'all see me on this camera. I just want to be free. I don't care about being seen. So people know that have been around me that this is what I do. This is who I am in the sense that I don't walk around without asking for help. Everything I've done up to this point, I've done it with the help of the people. And that's why this is your movement. It's our movement. It ain't Mechee movement. It's our movement. And you cannot have a movement without including the people. And you can never include the people if all you're doing is taking them for their money without allowing them to give ideas, solutions, and be a part of it. Everybody don't got a dollar, but that doesn't mean they all don't have something to offer. With that said, y'all, there's a million other things I could say, and I said I was gonna be here for an hour, and that's exactly what I did. I was here for 60 minutes. 2 hours later, y'all get on my nerves. And them kids is not quiet no more. They like, Grandma, y'all, you done been in front of that computer screen all day. We about to make some noise up in here. So I better get out of here for these kids come down here and jump on the line. Because in a minute, they about to just come get me. They don't care. They don't care. They little kids. They jump on my couch. They don't care. I say stop it 12 times. They don't care. So I better get the fuck up out of here, y'all. I'm going to read out these cash apps and PayPals. But I do want to thank y'all for tuning in. And I just want to say that, yeah, this is why I'm so bothered by it because it hurts those of us that are genuine. And ultimately, when it's all said and done, it just hurts the Black community, period, because we don't know who we can trust. We don't know who we can. And it's traumatizing us even more. And it's putting more of a wedge between the true ones and the fake ones. And it makes those of us that really want to get somewhere, it makes it harder for us to do what we have to do. Because now I got to make up for all the niggas who cheated on me before me. Right? You checking my phone, and it ain't nothing in it. You looking for something. And just like in a cheating relationship, if you look hard enough, you're gonna find something. You look hard enough and you want to discredit me, you're gonna find something to discredit. But if that's our stance, we'll never get anywhere, y'all. Never. It's a cancer to our community and it's turned into quite a weapon that is actually being used against us. That makes us a null and void when it comes time to truly fight. This is what happens. And so it is more of a problem than we like to acknowledge. And it's not about hating or calling another Black person out. It's about being honest about where we are and how we got to where we are and calling out every weapon. Even when that weapon looks like you, it's still a weapon. And when the weapon looks like you, it's even a more detrimental one because it can hide in its blackness. And that makes them more dangerous than the face that doesn't get to hide because they're recognized as the enemy as soon as they step in the room. So I have no love for none of these niggas. I wish nothing but doom, death, and destruction on all of them. I have no love for them, just like any other weapon used against us. And I would just like y'all to wake up and understand what's really going on. And I don't blame anybody who is skeptical of me because of all you've been through. Be skeptical, because I understand where it came from. Just know that in your skepticalness, don't spread rumors about me. Just watch. Watch until you find out for yourself who I really am. Because I'm tired of having to prove something that I didn't fuck up in the first place. And I'm not the only person out here that feels like that. And it makes it really hard for those of us that are genuine to do anything for our people. It makes it harder on us. And I'm really tired of it. And I want to punch all these niggas in their face. So, there you have it. I want to punch them hard in their face. Like they don't come back from that shit. They just all down there. Bitch, you stay there. And like on Sonic, when they hit the ground, all that money y'all motherfuckers siping out the community, that shit just ring and it go everywhere. We can pick it the fuck back up and give it back to who it belongs to. You scamming ass niggas. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all like this video if you have not. Subscribe if you have not. Hit that notification bell. And so you can be notified when I'm live, and YouTube is not hating y'all. And again, do not forget to go. You can go to the website, realmecheex.com. You can purchase the album there for download. But first of all, let me not end with that. Fuck all the shit that costs something. You can go over to the site. I'm about to go over there. Give me about an hour, y'all. I will have free slots to do personal one-on-one consultations for people. 2 a week. It's first come, first serve. There are paid consultations, but there are free ones as well. Also, you guys, I will be putting up there the webinar that will be coming up the middle of May. And it's a three-part series, and we'll be talking about how to turn your pain into power. And it will be in 3 steps. It will be 3 nights, and it is free, 99. And so make sure y'all go over there and sign up for the free shit. Fuck all the shit that costs something right now. How about that? If you know about it, fine. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. If you hit the site and you see stuff, right, that costs something, you want to do something, that's on you. But right now, I want you to know that if y'all give me about an hour to get each you some food and go update some stuff on there, I will also post it tomorrow in the community section. There's a whole lot of free things that I will be giving to help the community get to where I believe we need to go. Given what I have, I don't have everything, but what I have, I give. Right? I love you to life. What I tell you, I ain't said it, and I stand with you until death. And let's go get this knowledge. Go motherfucking get free, y'all. All knowledge not used is useless knowledge. So I need y'all when y'all get some knowledge to put it to use. Use it, right? Don't just say it was great and recite it. Use it. And then we'll probably get some. So with that said, you guys, let me do these cash apps. These PayPal. Regina sent $30. Thank you, Regina. She said for your son. Celeste sent 20. Thank you, Celeste. Lisa sent 10. Monica sent 20. Chandra sent 5. And then this was from the other day, but Tandanico sent 5, and I didn't get to call them out. So that's what's in the cash app. Oh, wait a minute. Did something else just come through? I don't know. Okay, let me go over to PayPal and shout these out. I appreciate y'all, all your love and support. I could not do this without y'all. I'm not just talking about you, darling. Well, shout out to all of y'all that is over here on PayPal. But all of these are people who have joined the some of the groups we have over there, and that actually somebody went and purchased the album. So that's what those PayPals are from. So thank you for all of y'all that that is showing you support in that manner, that are able to do so. But there will also be something for those of y'all that can't support in that manner, right? So with that said, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Y'all give me a little bit, and if not, worst case scenario, if it takes too long, just tomorrow morning, go check the website. All of those free things will be there ready for you to sign up for, you guys. So thank y'all for tuning in. Again, please give me a thumbs up before y'all leave up out of here. Share this video if you can on your platforms, and subscribe if you have not. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live. I will try to be back tomorrow, y'all. I can't make no promises. I have another birthday going on up in my house. Yes, grandbabies. 2 days apart in birthday. So there's another party going on around here. And if we get to having fun, I just don't have it in my heart to tell the kids to be quiet and calm down because grandma got to go live. So I may not be here tomorrow. We will see. Maybe I'll go a little bit earlier if I can fit it in my schedule with some of the consultations and weeks that I have. So we will see. If not, you guys will definitely see me on Friday. But I may have to keep that time to my grandbaby, right? Because that's what matters most in life, right? That's why. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys. I will talk to you guys later.